A domino that we might have to see what happens is a player that is not technically in the States yet. And that's going to be with Sasaki. And I'll explain a little bit more in a second. But John Morosi talked about the Sasaki situation. I'm going to play that clip for you guys right here, and then we're going to react on the other side. So here you go.
He's officially posted, and the buzz that's kind of surrounding with Sasaki right now.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch this story play out, Ryan, because he's the rare player that is truly of interest and attainable to everyone in the industry. And Joel acknowledged today, and we'll see how it all plays out, that Roki might want to sign with more of a middle market team. Again, he's not necessarily going to go to the highest bidder because it might be a question between $3.1 million and $3.2 million. This is constrained by the rules negotiation where it truly is about how comfortable he feels with the team, with the organization, with the coaching staff. And this is about Sasaki getting to the point where Shohei was a year ago, where he becomes this eminent player in MLB. He enters free agency, and that's where the pot of gold is. It's almost, Ryan, comparable to a college player who says, I want to go to the best baseball program, football program, basketball program to be able to make my money down the line. What can you do to make me the best 28-year-old pitcher that I can be? And that's the question. So the Padres, I think, are really in that conversation because there is that relationship with Darvish. That's real. And I think that relationship could be, if he ends up going to the Padres, that could be the thing that tips the scale in their favor.
Guys, that's the domino I think that's going to go next, because if he goes to San Diego, Dylan Cease becomes even more movable. He goes to Seattle, which is a place that people have started to heat up on. It makes even more sense for Seattle to want to move another piece, right? Because you're replacing a younger element and you're able to then replenish your system or whatever need that you are looking for. So that's where I go with Rock. I think a guy like Sean Manaea can go anywhere else. The Sasaki move is going to dictate a lot. And I do think he's going to stay in that West Coast side. It's just, that's the feeling. And if he does, then Cease, Castillo, one of those guys is going to be available, and I really would be surprised that Baltimore isn't a front runner for one of them.
No, absolutely. And I think that Sasaki, like many, believe that he's going to sign, like John Morosi believes he's going to sign with the Padres. I would agree, because you saw the connection that Ohtani and Yamamoto had last season. I mean, over the course of their careers in Japan, now they're playing together in LA. So I could see a similar situation happening in San Diego. It just makes sense. If he doesn't sign with the Padres, it'll be surprising if he's not in San Diego. I would hope the O's are maybe having that conversation already. If they truly want Dylan Cease here, Mike Elias always got something up his sleeve. He really does. Whether it works out or not, we don't know. All of his plans in the past that have been executed. We know Corbin Burns is one. I would love to be a fly on the wall and sitting in like that war room when Mike Elias is kind of wheeling and dealing and trying to make those deals and seeing what these teams are actually asking for. And you have to wonder what a team's going to ask for Dylan Cease this time around.